Thank you for calling Best Western. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling from the pizza here. I'm just calling to return an order for pizza delivery that was placed in room 203 at your inn. Can you pass me through that room?
What room did you say it was?
203.
We don't have a room in 203. We have one in 103.
Sorry, my coworker has messy handwriting. There's one for plug twos.
Oh, yeah. We have a room in 103.
Yes, please.
Do you need me to get them to come down to the lobby?
No, if you could just pass me through that room, we have to reconfirm a couple of details about their order.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hi, have I reached the guest in room 103?
Excuse me?
Is this the guest in room 103?
Yes, sir. One of them.
Hi, I'm calling from the IT department. We're from an IT company that contracts out through Best Western.
And?
Yeah, we were just running a little low on bandwidth here at the IT office, and we were wondering if you wouldn't mind going and turning off all your iPhone, iPad, unplugging the TV, turning off all of the lights in your room because they are internet-connected lights.
Turn off all the lights, the TV, and all the phones and everything in the room.
Yeah, because they all run through the Wi-Fi. They're Wi-Fi-enabled lights. So when you have the lights on, it actually eats into the bandwidth here at the hotel, and we're trying to watch Netflix.
So what's that got to do with my room?
Your room is using too much bandwidth at the moment. You're using a lot of the websites from all the devices in your room are accessing too much.
Nobody's on the web. Nobody's on the web here.
Well, no, because your room actually has smart devices located inside it that are currently doing background updates and using a lot of the IT network websites bandwidth. So we would just ask if you could unplug.
Okay. The ones right here at the plug at the lamp, is that your IT? Is that what you're talking about? Plug the phones, if that's what you're...
No, not the phones, because the phones actually, they don't run off of electricity here.
Well, that's the only thing in here that I don't understand what you're talking about. Here, talk to the lady that ran the room.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, I'm calling from the front desk here. We just wanted to let you know that marijuana consumption is not allowed here at the Best Western. We had a couple of complaints phoned in from rooms on either side of yours saying that they were detecting a large marijuana odor coming from your room.
A large amount of what?
Marijuana odor.
Marijuana odor?
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with marijuana, but we actually have chemical THC detector systems in all of our walls here. So we can tell the instant that someone uses any marijuana-related products.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but we went up to my sister-in-law's and had dinner and just came back in the room, and there's nobody smoking marijuana.
Well, no, we're showing on the bandwidth systems here because we have a lot of smart devices in your room. I was just asking your husband earlier to unplug some of the smart devices because they had it's kind of using too much of the bandwidth here. I'm actually calling from...
We just plugged our chargers in for our telephones.
Yeah, you're actually not allowed to do that here. That's considered theft of resources to charge your phones through our electricity.
We are allowed to charge them or not?
No, you're not allowed to charge your phones because that's it uses the Wi-Fi bandwidth. We have smart outlets here, so the electricity that comes through the outlets is actually internet.
Okay.
So whenever you have anything charging...
That's fine. We can charge them in the vehicle tomorrow. That's fine.
Anything that you have charging in there, all of the electricity that flows through the walls, it shares the same copper lines as our internet systems. So we actually have...
Well, we were not trying to use internet. It was their cell phones.
Well, yeah. Well, we're thinking that might have been actually the root cause of the marijuana odor. Was too much, because when you overload when you use too much electricity in the room and overload the bandwidth, sometimes it can heat up the outlets.
I've never heard of such thing, but
well, no,
my second time I have stayed at this motel. But if that's the way it's going to be, I can check out tomorrow and we won't be back.
No, we're actually going to need to have you vacate the room within the next 10 minutes.
So there will be no charge then on my debit card?
No, we're going to actually have to charge you an additional $420 for the marijuana detection fee because we have that through the marijuana detection systems in all the walls.
You are kidding, right?
No.
We have to be out of the room in 10 minutes.
No, I would never kid about anything. Just ask your husband. Everything I'm saying makes total sense and is total a reasonable thing that people would say. Because, ma'am.
What?
Sorry, if I could just let me finish.
Are you the manager?
Yes, I'm the concierge on duty. If I could just finish explaining, the reason we need your room cleared out is, are you familiar with Neil deGrasse Tyson?
We're what?
Are you familiar with the astronomer Neil deGrasse Tyson?
We were checked out, but
No,
I will report this to the police.
Can I please speak to your husband? Because actually Neil deGrasse Tyson wanted your room.
It's not my husband, it's my son.
Well, no, because we needed your the window that you have in your room is the only window in the whole hotel that has a clear view vantage point of some astronomy photos that Neil deGrasse Tyson needs to take. He's going to be setting up his telescope in your room, so we just need you to move to the room next door.
So we need to.
You don't need to leave
this room.
Well, no, you don't need to leave the hotel. We're gonna give you 2 complimentary other rooms that you can move into.
Okay, so where do we move?
So you know how you're in 103 now?
Yes.
You're gonna have 102 and 104 to make up for the
102
inconvenience.
and 104. We don't need 2 rooms. We only need 1.
It's to make up for the inconvenience. It's the least we can do. It's the least we can do.
Okay, so how do we get the keys to those other rooms?
It's actually so you know the key card that you currently have?
I'm sorry?
You know the key card that you use to swipe into the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a...
No, you don't have to do that.
No. It's a cigarette smoke, ma'am?
Yes.
It's a cigarette smoke activated key card. So all we need you to do is smoke a cigarette in your room and blow the smoke onto the card, and it'll automatically start working in those other 2 rooms.
I am so confused. You have totally blown my mind.
Do you smoke
I was just getting ready to go to bed. Could you come down to our room and unlock the other 2 rooms in and let us move across the hall?
You don't need to do any of that, ma'am. If you could just smoke a cigarette in your room and then blow the cigarette.
We don't have a cigarette. Neither of us smoke.
Okay, if you could knock on all the other doors of the hotel and kind of try to bum a cigarette from someone, I need you to get a cigarette, like, through whatever means that you can find, and then you need to smoke that cigarette, and then smoke a marijuana joint, and then...
No, absolutely not. I'm not smoking a marijuana joint. I have never in my life, and I don't intend to.
Well, no, because we need you to do all these things, and we need you to do a line of cocaine on your room card, and that's going to make it start working in the other rooms.
You are crazy, you know that? I think I'll just call the police and let them come check it out.
You're going to call the police on a prank caller?
Listen, I don't know what I don't know.
I'm a guest in one of the other rooms. No, I'm just a guest in one of the other rooms. I'm staying at the hotel. I'm in one of the other rooms. I've been calling up all the other rooms, prank calling them. It's not a police matter. I'm just having a little fun. I'm in one of the other rooms. It's a room-to-room call.
Alan. And now he's saying he's playing a joke. Let me tell you something. My brother passed away. I don't appreciate this call. I was here 2 months ago when he passed away. I came back to visit my family, and I do not appreciate this at all.
Well, I didn't know any of that because I'm just a...
Hello.
Hello? I'm calling from the front desk.
Are you the one that was just on the phone?
No, that was we just got we're showing on our systems that you might have just received a prank call from an outside source.
Yeah, wait a minute, Alan. Come here, do not go out. Somebody called us and told us that we were smoking marijuana in the room. And then he told my son that we were using too much internet. We don't even have the internet.
And did he give a name?
We had plugged in our telephones.
Did he give a name, ma'am?
Yes.
Did he give a name?
No, he did not give a name. He said he was calling from the front desk. Then he wanted us to smoke marijuana and blow it on our card.
Oh, well, we don't allow
we
don't allow marijuana smoke in the hotel.
I should hope not. We have never smoked marijuana in my life. We don't even smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have been
on other doors and try to get a cigarette. I told him I'd call the police.
Well, no, because it wouldn't have been someone from the front desk, ma'am, because we don't allow marijuana consumption in our hotel.
So you are the manager?
Yes, I'm the manager here. My name's Kevin.
Can you walk down to our door, please? And I would like to tell you in person what he told me on the phone.
I'm actually really busy right here. If you could just tell me on the phone, because I have a pen and a piece of paper out right now. So if I could just take down a couple of statements from you real quick.
He first, my son answered the phone.
Yep.
And he told him that we were using too much internet Wi-Fi, and we had to turn everything off, the lights and everything off in the room.
Internet, Wi-Fi.
And then he told my son, said, wait a minute, you can talk to my mother who rented the room. He told me that there was a sensor in this room that was detecting marijuana being smoked.
Oh.
And then he said we had to be out of the room in 10 minutes.
Oh, no. We have a cigarette smoke detector here, but we would never tell someone.
I'm sorry. I mean, it really scared me because he said we had to be out in 10 minutes and finally when I told him I would call the police and have them check on it if he couldn't come to my door and talk to me, he said, oh, no, this is not a police matter. I'm really just playing a joke on you. I'm a guest in the hotel.
Ask him who else is in here and what room are they in.
So they said they were calling from another room at this hotel?
That's what he said.
Because that's a little concerning.
Just before I hung up on him, he said, oh, I'm sorry. I was just playing a trick on you. But he told me we needed to blow marijuana smoke on our room cards so they would fit 102 and 104.
Well,
then I was getting a complimentary 2 rooms.
Well, that's
I said,
ridiculous.
we don't need 2 rooms.
Well, I don't see how you could even believe that for a second. I mean, you should have known right then and there that it was a prank call.
That's why it made me mad. I thought I was going to pack up and get out of here.
Really? Because you should have known by then that it was a prank call. I mean, you shouldn't have even bothered to get your heart rate up because obviously it's fake.
Can you tell who called it?
We're looking on the phone systems here. We have a number, actually. If you'd like, we can give you the last number that called here. Could we have that on the caller ID?
You do have that on file then?
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell. So it is okay.
Free
telephones.
6969.
6969. I've never heard of that number.
It's and that's
what area code?
3.
3. 3.
6969. But I'm not entirely sure if that was him. That's just the last number that called the hotel. So if you did get a prank call from a guest, that might be someone else's number.
Well, let me talk to my son and get him calmed down, okay?
Yep.
So we do not have to move out of the room.
No, not at all. No, we would never.
All right, thank you.
If you could just keep him, could you just pass the phone over to him? Because we need to get...
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm terribly sorry. So we understand that you have had a negative experience recently with the phones.
Oh, yeah, some guy just called up here. He first told me, I answered it because Mom was just about asleep. And he said, we were using too much internet. We needed to turn everything in the room off. And he just confused the hell out of me. And I said, here, talk to the lady that rented the room. That's my mother. And next thing I hear, she's saying something about marijuana and leaving the room. And
Yeah, I'm writing this all down, sir.
Did that call come from this motel? Is it inside a call? Can you tell that?
We can't really tell. I looked on, I hit *69, and I found the last number that called here, but I can't tell if that's actually from the...
But you don't know if it was one of our numbers, one of your numbers, right?
No, we can't tell from this office.
Well, Is there any more guests in the motel?
Oh yeah, we have a almost full house tonight.
Almost. Alright. Alright. Good night.
So what you might want to do is, if you unplug the room phone, then you'll be sure not to get any more calls. So if we could just get the, do you have a number that we could call you at in case we need to get anything?
It's, probably wrote down there on your thing there.
Yeah, I just want to make another note of it right here on my pen and paper.
I'm not comfortable with giving you my number. You know, because I don't know if it's the manager. Are you down there at the front desk right now?
Well, it's been the prank caller the whole time. You didn't hang up right earlier. It's been me the whole damn time. You've been telling me my own prank call back to me.